Everybody, this is Pramita here. A very warm welcome to all my new subscribers and to my older ones. So I'm going to start a series of sorts whereby I'm going to show you how to create a mini chunky journal. So this is the second time I'm filming it, guys. I had already filmed this section, like how I choose papers and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I had to delete the clip because I don't know, there was something wrong with the filming situation perhaps. So I am redoing it. But of course, I already have cut down the pages and stuff like that, how I've chosen the pages. Anyways, I'm going to give you the brief outline, like how I go about using this. So I'm using the Rustic Roses kit that I have in my shop, and also I'm going to use other digitals, a bunch of other digitals, because I have designed these papers in such a way that you can use any botanical kit that you have as leftovers from other projects or anything of that sort. They will be compatible with those kits too. So I did show like the entire kit. It had 5 patterned papers like this, and there were 5 extra papers. 3 of them were backing papers, like background papers, and 2 of them were collage papers. So if you hear a cat moving around, that's because I think there are quite a few stray cats in our the complex that we live in, like a gated community sort of thing, and different people feed them, and it's like a mini colony of cats. Anyways, so some I don't know, some cat must have had her babies, and I don't know, some wild animal must have taken those babies away, and she has been looking for those babies since yesterday. She's mewing all around, and I really am running after her so that I could feed her, but she's not paying attention to any of the calls and she's just running away. So we'll see how things go. So here are my papers that I have used, and I'm going to walk you through how I choose and align the papers. So this is one of the papers from the kit. This is a lined paper that I have cut down, and these papers are actually Japanese notebook papers. I talked about that in the clip that I had to delete. So this is the brand that I'm using. This is called Kokyu, and this is a Japanese school notebook. So I'm just going to show you. It says made in Japan, and I use these notebook papers. They are super good, very good quality, and they are not stark white. They are a slight creamy in color. They have gray lines, and it's pretty good quality. So I've used that. I've used a blank tea-dyed paper, then again a page from the kit. So you will see what I do is I give at least 2 pages between the kit pages, so that you can add your own stuff. So because this is not going to be a keepsake journal as such. So again, a blank page. This is a lined page. Now when I'm tea dyeing, what I do is I keep a brush and a pot handy, and in between drying and tea dyeing papers, what I do is I try to tea dye an entire notebook of lined paper, and I prefer having that of a good quality, so that by the time my blank tea dyed papers are ready, I'll also have a bunch of lined papers that have been tea dyed. So you can see, and now these have been air dried. I just let them dry on their own, and then if they are too crumpled up, then I'll probably iron them. But if they are pretty okay, like I can handle the crumpled situation, then I will just let them be. and just straighten them up with my hand. So because I want that grungy kind of look sometimes. So that's that. And this page is a little bit taller, so I'll either trim it down or I'll just fold it over. We'll see that. This is again a page from the kit. So this is not the full size journal that I'll be making. So I'll just talk you through the size. So it's going to be, it's going to be 5.5 by 6.5. So it's going to be 5.5 by 6.5. This is a very good semi-mini journal sort of thing. It's not too small, it's not too big. You can carry it around and it's pretty handy. So I like the size a lot, and it also gives you an opportunity to do something with the pages. They are not too small, so if the pages are tiny, then you don't have enough room to play with. That's the idea. So what I'll do is, so just as I said, I've grunched up this page, and this is another page from the kit. So I've cut them down, but I've kept the trims, because I might use them in collages, or I might do something else with them. So I've kept those. Again, some lined page from that Japanese notebook, and some blank paper, and again some page from the kit. Now there's enough of blank space for you to journal onto, or you can put your own ephemera or anything. You can even do collages over here. I'll just show you how you can jazz up the pages a little bit more. So the intention behind creating a blankish kind of journal page is that you can put your own style in it. Now, everybody has their own preferences, so you might want to do something else. You can add a bit of lace over here, you can layer some butterfly labels and book page over here, and I'll just show you how you can jazz pages like this. Or you can just leave it simple, you can just leave it as it is. You don't need to jazz this up. So that can be done too. So again, another of those junky junk pages, and this is another blank page, and this is the middle of the signature. So we have around 14 to 15 pages. Just show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have 13 pages over here, and we'll probably add some book pages, some music paper, some other interesting filler papers that would make your journal more eclectic and interesting. So this is the introduction to making a mini chunky journal with one signature. You don't need to add too much of things, because I know some people might not be very comfortable sewing in 2 signatures. So you can give that chunky look with a single signature. I'll show you the tips and tricks on how you can do that. So that's the main idea. So follow along the series if you're really interested, and we'll see how we can transform this mini journal into a chunky one. So in the next part, I'm going to use all the different types of papers that I have plans of using, like book pages, music pages, some watercolor, coloring pages. And if you want to follow this series, then please subscribe to my channel, share and comment below how you would like this series to proceed, because I will take all the requests that you people would want to see and try to incorporate them in the journal that we'll be creating together. So bye everybody, have a great day, and please share and comment below. Bye.